And welcome back, everyone. We have royalty among us today on Soda City. First as Miss Columbia Plus America 2024, then as Miss Spirit of South Carolina Plus America. Now she returns home as Miss Plus America Elite. We are so happy to have in the studio with us the Queen, Stephanie Workman, representing Columbia as Miss Columbia Plus America 2024. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Congratulations to you. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
The crown looks like it's supposed to be on your head. So I could tell that you worked so hard to get this. And even just chatting with you before the interview, I can feel your spirit and your energy and that you're dedicated to your purpose. So I wanted to start by telling our viewers that. First, the title of Miss Plus America. How did you get that title? What is this pageant all about for those who are not familiar with it?
So the Miss Plus America pageant has been around for 22 years. It's a national level pageant, but there are also state level pageants that are preliminaries that you have to go through, and every state doesn't have one. South Carolina does.
Okay.
So I competed at the state level first, and I actually came in as first runner-up.
Oh, nice.
And then I was able to go as an at-large delegate, which meant I would be competing as representing South Carolina instead of my local title, but it also meant everything came out of my pocket.
Oh, wow.
So the winners from the state level received a portion of their entry fees.
Yeah. So what is the basis of the pageant?
So the pageant was actually created by our founder, Melissa Stamper, after a bad experience she had, because now we're being included more plus size women, but at that time, there was not a space for plus size women. It wasn't considered a standard of beauty.
Yeah.
So she created after a bad experience, and that's how the Miss Plus America system started.
All righty, and I love the confidence and I love that inclusivity as well. So important. Let's talk about your platform for the pageant, and because I thought this was very interesting and the timeline of when you started working on this.
My platform is Let's Talk About It. I chose that, and Let's Talk About It is something I actually stumbled upon when I started. I knew I wanted to do mental health for my platform, but it's so broad, and I didn't realize that because I had never done a pageant before. So I needed to narrow it down, and I had started making these videos where I started it by saying, let's talk about it. And that's how I came up with my platform, Let's Talk About It.
And so what specifically did you focus on in the mental health world?
So right now, I've done NAMI walks, but on the videos that I make for Let's Talk About It, they're really short videos because our attention spans are just different now. But they're short videos and they're about mental health, just information about mental health. And then I've also done some about celebrities that have died by suicide. So I've done one on Donny Hathaway, I've done one on Chester Bennington, Phyllis Hyman, and I did one on, if you're a golf fan, Grayson Murray, I did one on him. All of those people died by suicide, and I kind of wanted to, sometimes we get our own viewpoint of what we think mental illness looks like. And it's not this, the person sitting next to you at work. 1 in 5 Americans are diagnosed with a mental disorder every day.
Wow.
And I wanted to do the celebrities because sometimes we give them more grace than we give the people we work with. So I wanted to humanize the face of mental disorder.
And the fact that everything, you can have everything, like these celebrities have had that you mentioned, but sometimes you still just don't feel like you're good enough. So that's very important. You also published a book about this way before you even considered being in a pageant. Tell us more about that.
So I'm actually that 1 in 5. I live with a mental disorder. So I wrote a book about how I overcame my anxiety and depression and insecurities.
Wow, wow. Tell us more about where people can find that book.
This is available on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon Kindle, or you can order a physical copy.
And it's called Things I've Collected Along the Way. That's a very attention-grabbing title. When people open that book, what are they going to find out, Stephanie?
Well, it's a devotional, and it shows about how we already know how powerful our brain is, but we don't think about how powerful it can be against you. So people with mental disorders like depression and anxiety, they have to fight their mind every day. You have to learn how to tell your mind that's playing tricks on you to simmer down. Sometimes it's a lot harder than we know it is. So I reframe my thoughts. And that's what it talks about, how reframing your thoughts can help you get through living with a disorder, a mental disorder.
So important. How can people stay connected with you to see how else you plan on using your platform as the new queen?
I am on Instagram and Facebook as Ms. MS Plus America Elite 2024.
Okay, nice. Do you have any upcoming events?
I don't have anything planned yet.
Okay. So
I have some stuff I have my eye on, but I'm still playing.
We will definitely stay tuned. Thank you so much for coming on.
I did want to mention one more thing. The timing couldn't be more impeccable because next month is Suicide Prevention Month. Yes. So I just wanted to throw that in there as well.
Yeah. What would be your words of advice to someone who's watching you right now who may be struggling?
To find resources, and there's always going to be bad days, but to just keep going. I also attempted suicide as an adolescent. So I know, what it's like. Yeah. And that's why the videos are so important to me, because I know what it's like. And if you haven't really experienced it before or saw that dark place, sometimes it's harder to understand. And I've seen ugly things where people are like, well, they had everything. Why didn't they? Yeah, but they had to get up and fight every day just to smile or just to cope.
Yeah, and you just never know what people are going through. So it's so important to be kind. Stephanie, thank you so much for being transparent. Thank you for using your platform and your experience to talk to someone else out there, because I know someone out there is motivated by what you're saying. And before we close, let's remind people again where they can find your book.
It's available on Amazon.
All right.